Marc Russell Benioff, born September 25, 1964, is an American internet entrepreneur and philanthropist. He is the co-founder, chairman, and co-CEO, along with Brett Taylor, of Salesforce, an enterprise cloud computing company. In September 2018, Benioff acquired time. One idea alone is a tactic, but if it can be executed a number of different ways, it becomes a great strategy. Realize that you won't be able to bring the same focus to everything in the beginning. There won't be enough people or enough hours in the day. So focus on the 20% that makes 80% of the difference. Seize the opportunity in front of you. Imagine. Invent. Disrupt. Do good. I know that you must be passionate, unreasonable, and a little bit crazy to follow your own ideas and do things differently. But it's worth it. Life grows relative to one's investment in it. There is a Japanese belief that business is temporal, whereas relationships are eternal. That's true. One day you compete. The next day you partner. One day someone is your subordinate, the next day he or she may be your superior. At its finest, business is friendly competition, just like a game of tennis. It's about how to create a culture where doing well is synonymous with doing good in order to thrive in a world where a company is only as strong as the principles it adopts. Companies, and the people who lead them, can no longer afford to separate business objectives from the social issues surrounding them. They can no longer view their mission as a set of binary choices, growing versus giving back, making a profit versus promoting the public good, or innovating versus making the world a better place. Like the culture developed by Coach Steve Kerr for my beloved Golden State Warriors. Even though he helms a team, Steve believes that having good people is more important than just having good basketball players. He understands that players come and go, but the ethos on the court gets passed down from one game and one season to another. The best teams play together like a family who trust one another to have their back. It's amazing to consider that no matter what size customer we were pitching, or where in the world we were selling, a singular idea drove all our accomplishments. We never sold features. We sold the model and we sold the customer's success. We're at a crossroads, and the actions we take from this moment forward will have a defining impact on what kind of world we leave behind for future generations. There's a lot of controversy when it comes to theories about evolution, but when it comes to evolution in the software industry, there's only one theory that makes sense: surviving by learning from experience and usage patterns. Guiding principles about the system: do it fast, simple, and right the first time. And did we mention fast? They wrote these laws on a whiteboard, and they stuck. They forced us to create code that was simple and efficient, and this is what ultimately gave us the ability to scale. Just as CEOs can't look away when social issues clash with their values, employees can't pretend that whatever its leadership decides to do is above their pay grade. If leadership won't act on a company's values, employees at every level need to hold them accountable. Whether you're starting a business, managing a team, or running an entire company, trusting your instincts can be essential in bringing a vision or idea to life. I now understand that trusting yourself is only half the story. To be effective as a leader, you need a reservoir of trust to draw from. And once you use it all up, it can take years and years to replenish. There's no way to put a dollar value on values. And yes, there will be times when prioritizing values, especially trust, will come at the expense of profits. In the short term, that is. But the money your company makes in any given quarter will never be more valuable than the trust you stand to lose over time. My summers at Apple had taught me that the secret to encouraging creativity and producing the best possible product was to keep people fulfilled and happy. I wanted the people who built Salesforce.com to be inspired and to feel valued. We began to get more exciting press activity, mostly online at first. I believe that the coverage opened Karen's eyes that we had something important to say, and Outcast Communications took us on as a client. Having the right agency would be pivotal to our image and success. The power of each customer exchange. If the exchange was executed as well as possible, if we made the customer truly successful, we had the opportunity to transform him or her into an Apple loyalist and evangelist. This opened my eyes to the importance of customer success. Build a new technology model, on demand, or delivered over the internet, now called cloud computing, a new sales model, subscription-based, and a new philanthropic model, integrated into the corporation. A genuine culture built on fundamentals like trust and aimed at the goal of business for good is more than enough, but only if it genuinely outweighs the traditional business motives of driving revenue, growth, and profit. Our public schools need people to show up and care more than they need the donations of benefactors. They need people who can contribute professional expertise mentoring students, assisting teachers, or even applying a fresh coat of paint. But let me be clear, what Indiana ultimately showed me is that no one person is in charge of the moral compass of a business. The phone calls and messages from my employees proved that if the leadership won't act, they'll have to face the bayonets poking up from below. Gone are the days when companies can recruit and retain top talent without upholding a commitment to values. Don't ever let the competition make you angry. You must have clarity of mind to make your own decisions, not the ones that your competitors want you to make. Because the guerrilla tactic of directly leveraging the activities of our competition worked so well, we repeated it and made it one of our marketing strategies. Early in my career, during my first few years at Oracle, I defined my success by making money and achieving power. By my early 30s, however, I realized that these superficial achievements did not provide real meaning or true happiness. Despite a list of impressive titles and a pile of material possessions, I felt that something was missing, and began to consider my place in the world and how I could make a difference.